This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Mezco 112 Collective, Mezco Direct Exclusive, Commissioner Gordon, and Bat Signal. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in a larger scale box with an image of Gotham City. And if we turn the box around, we can see an image of Commissioner Gordon as well as the Bat Signal. And if we slide off the slipcover, we can see the box is in a black and yellow motif with an image of the bat emblem at the center. And if we turn the box around again, we can see that same image of Gotham City with a bat signal atop the GCPD building. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is the Bat Signal and Commissioner Gordon out of the box. And oh my goodness, this is way cooler than I thought it was going to be. I am super stoked that we're getting a really awesome Commissioner Gordon figure, but that Bat Signal is very well done and I cannot wait to check them both out with you guys. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a closer look at the accessories. So Gordon does come with a good amount of accessories. Starting off, we get 2 interchangeable head sculpts, a GCPD vest, a trench coat, 6 interchangeable hands, a pistol, a bullet effect piece, a watch, a holster for his pistol, his badge, and his Walkie Talkie. And lastly, we also get a circular base stand with a GCPD wording printed atop. We also get a clear articulated arm that articulates at 4 points with the clip. And probably the coolest accessory, we get the Bat Signal. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Commissioner Gordon and the Bat Signal. Okay, so first off, I want to show this off right here. So we do get this really cool like Dio background, which is pretty dope. This is actually all cardboard, but it's not a cheap flimsy cardboard. It's actually a really nice thick stock of cardboard. I really dig it, and you get this really cool cityscape and things like that. I think it's awesome. If we look more at the bottom here, we can see that there is just like a bottom flooring right here, and we get these little sidings to be like the ledge of a top of a building. So when this initially is supposed to be, this is supposed to be the rooftop of GCPD, and it looks really cool. And all this is cardboard, and these are just different sections. You do have to fold. These are a thinner stock of cardboard. You could take those off like that, and this whole flooring is a separate piece like so, and you kind of just slide it in there, and you can put these back on like so, slide those into the corners like that. Pretty cool. And then you could even do things like we could bring in the actual Bat Signal like so. We can bring in Gordon like that. Then you have a really cool setup for your figure like that. I just think that's really cool. I love how they did that. We don't get that kind of stuff too much, but it's really awesome that they included with this particular figure. Okay, so now I want to show off the actual Bat Signal because this thing is freaking fantastic, man. This is a very unique accessory, and it's almost like another character in itself, you know what I mean? It's very famous. So I think this just came out great. I love the Bat Signal in the center. Looks really, really good. But if you just look all around through it, the details are so well done, and they have this like nice, this is like this really nice gunmetal almost, and there's like this nice black dry brushing throughout the entire piece. Just really brings out the detail. You can see these wires are actual like rubbery type of wires, which is pretty cool. All the lining around here looks fantastic. The base looks so good. I love all this. We got the control panel right here. That looks amazing, dude. All the details, you can see the buttons and the switches and things like that. All looks so good. We got the top right here. All of this looks amazing. This is a killer Bat Signal. But the cool thing about this is it does come with 3, I believe it's AAA batteries. You can actually turn this on, and now it's actually powered up. But what's really cool, you actually use the lever here to turn it on like you would the actual Bat Signal. That's pretty genius, and I love that. So you can actually flip that up, and you can actually see how the LED lights up here, and it works great. So if we turn off some lights, you can really see how bright that is and just how really cool that looks. I love that, man. That looks beautiful. And it kind of reminds me of the scene, I believe it was at the end of Batman and Robin, when they're running towards the screen and you see the bat signal in the background. That's kind of what that reminds me of right there, just that image. I don't know why. But it also, what's cool about this is you can actually project this onto walls. So if you want to like put it against a flat white surface, you can see that the bat signal actually projects very nicely, and that just looks really, really good. Or if you want to take that cityscape scene and you can actually project it onto over Gotham City. That's pretty amazing, dude. And I love how that actually works. I think that's genius. So this bat signal is amazing, dude. So I just think it works really, really well. I love the detail in this. It's so nice. It's nice, big and bulky too. I wish it were a little taller, but that's not too big of a deal. You can just put it on some type of little platform or something like that, but it works great. And I love the fact that we actually use the lever to turn it on and off. Look at that. That's really cool. I dig that so much. So just what an amazing thing to get with this Gordon figure. Okay, so now let's take a closer look at Commissioner Gordon himself. And dude, I love this. This is so rad. I really dig how this whole thing came out. It just looks fantastic. So let's start off with the head sculpts. So we do get the standard Gordon head sculpt like that. The eyes look really good. Note that there's no lenses in the eyes. It's just like a hollow, almost hipster-ish, glasses with no lenses. But they still look good. I kind of get why they didn't put the lenses in there. Get to see his eyes a little better. Probably would have been too much of a mess, but it looks really good. The mustache looks nice, and the hair looks really good. But now the head sculpt that I prefer, that I'm going to be posing him with, is the older Gordon head, which is really, really cool. So you kind of have like a younger version of him, like when he's coming up as Commissioner Gordon. Then this older version is like when he actually becomes Commissioner Gordon. That's kind of how I see it. So that's really good. Again, that is a completely different face sculpt. The folds and like the neck and the cheekbones and even the forehead are completely different. The hair is pretty close. Maybe the hair might be the same. I'm not sure. But it is completely different head sculpt. And you can see the more gray in the mustache and the hair and things like that. It just looks so good. So changing these out, they do pop off at the neck like so. It's a whole separate piece. And you can just pop that on like there. And again, I'm going to be posing him on my shelf with the older head because I just think that works a lot better. So we see he does have like a mint green undershirt like that, button up. Looks really, really nice. And the tie, the whole trench coat looks really, really good. I love this a lot. And he is dusty right now. Dusty. Let me get all this little dust off there right there. So anyways, what's really cool though, we do get like a bendy wire here in the sash that wraps up the coat like that, so that you can actually pose that around and actually help it pose help it pose the coat around. So that works really nice. We got a cool belt, some slacks right there, and some nice dressy type of shoes or some boots that work really good, and some nice tread on the feet. So overall, the figure looks fantastic. I think this is so cool. I love that we're getting characters like this in the Mezco line. And I know Mattel just came out with a really cool Alfred. I would die for a Mezco Alfred. I think that'd be amazing with all kinds of cool accessories. So fingers crossed for that, but this guy is totally cool. Okay, so I went ahead and slid his coat off so we could take a closer look at the shirt. The shirt looks really nice, really good long sleeve button-up shirt. But we also do get a bunch more other accessories. So we do get the standard stand, again, with the arm. This one just says GCPD. That's all I really need. It kind of would have been cool if we gotten like an actual GCPD badge printed on there. I think that would have been awesome. And it says Gordon, things like that. But this works. It's fine. I like it still. We do get some interchangeable hands. So we do get some different like open palm hands. You can see there, different types of gripping hands. That's a hand for his pistol. We get some like closed-fisted hands. Not a ton of different hands, but we do get enough for what we need. We also do get things like his badge right there. You can see that. I get my camera to focus on that. So that's pretty cool. Nice little sculpt on there. I think it looks really good. You can actually take this because it's on a little peg, and my camera just does not want to focus there. There we go. And then you see little sections on the belt to peg stuff. So you can actually peg this on right here, just like so. So you can add that onto there. And then you get things like the holster for the gun, and you can peg it like over here on the side. It can be kind of tricky. I kind of worry about those coming on and off, but you can get it on there like so. Then you do get his gun, which is really nice. Really nice looking sculpt right there. The clip or the magazine does not come out, but you can actually cock it back and forth. So that's really cool. Dig that a lot. And you can actually hold that in his either gripping hand, or you can holster it at his side like so. Get that in there like that. So that's pretty cool how we get all those different things. So I'm going to take this holster off in the meantime. Then what I want to do, we also do get this really cool vest. It's like a bulletproof GCPD vest. I love that the stitching and all that looks really cool. We got a bunch of pouches in here. You don't think you could really meant to be opened up. Those look really good though. It does have a working zipper, and that is kind of an issue. It does kind of get in the way a little bit. It's a little tricky to do, but you can do it. So I'm going to go ahead and try to put that on a little thread right here. So you kind of just slide the arms through like so. Get those back here like yeah, and get those on here like so, like that. And then the hard part is actually trying to zip this thing up. It's really tricky and really, honestly, kind of a pain in the butt, and just wish it was a little easier to do. Okay, so I got the vest on, and again, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it works out great once you actually get it on. I think it looks so cool. I love that the fact that they included something like that, and it form fits the figure really nice. I just dig that a lot. What we also do get, we get this really cool Walkie Talkie, which is really nice. That also does have a peg, and you can actually peg that on the side right here, like that. And this one's a little tricky because the pouches do kind of get in the way, so you have to kind of just maneuver it a bit to actually fit on there, but you can do it. Let me see if I can just get that on there like that. So that works on like so. What's also really cool, the actual voice box piece actually has a magnet on there, so you can actually like it's magnetized to like the metal right there of up to like where the zipper is, to where he would actually hold it. I think that's super cool, and I love how they did that to the actual zipper piece like that, so it actually holds in the proper way. I think that's pretty awesome. I like how they did that. Instead of having a clip like a real one would have, it just uses a magnet. I think it's really cool. You could also even just like, take it and put it like in his hand right here if you wanted to make it look like he's actually talking on it. So I think that's really cool. I really dig how they did this. That's pretty smart. So we also do get his pistol right here. Again, I've showed that before. We can actually put that in his gripping hand, and he holds it like so. But we also do get a bullet effect piece that we've seen before with a bunch of other figures from Mezco, and you can actually slide that in there like that. So that looks really nice. And yeah, dude, that is one badass Jim Gordon figure. Okay, so now let's check out his articulation. So the neck is on a ball joint, rolls around like so, does turn left and right, goes up and down, and pivot side to side. Arms will go all the way up, all the way down, up and out that far. We get a single bend at the elbow that actually bends past 90, so that's really good. Rotation at the elbow, rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We get a ball peg in the midsection, so that rolls around like so, does turn left and right, crunches back and forth, and pivot side to side a tiny bit. We get hip joints that kick forward that much, back about that far. Do the splits only about that much, but you don't need a whole much more. We get a double jointed knees that work very well, kicking himself in his own butt. You lift this up right here, and you can see that he's wearing rocking totally high grandpa socks, so that's really funny. But we get ball joints at the ankle right there, so those roll around, rotate up and down, and rock side to side. So overall, I think this is an amazing figure. We've really needed a cool Jim Gordon in the 6-inch scale, and Mezco is the ones to give it to us, so it's so cool. Throw in this badass Bat Signal, and you have one incredible box set. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Mezco comparison, here he is standing next to the 112 Collective Deluxe Joker and Onyx Edition Sovereign Knight Batman. And just for fun, here he is standing next to Little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys. My review of the Mezco 112 Collective Mezco Direct Exclusive Commissioner Gordon and Bat Signal. Now overall, I think this thing is amazing. That Commissioner Gordon figure is very well done, and I love all of his accessories. The Bat Signal is a masterpiece and one of the coolest accessories I've ever gotten with an action figure. If you're looking to add something really cool to your Batman display and you really need an awesome Gordon figure, then I think this piece is definitely it. The combination of Gordon with the Bat Signal, in my opinion, is one of the coolest box sets you can possibly get. I absolutely love this piece, and I think for all of us, it is definitely a must get. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.